This program contains profanity and actual opinions and does not comply with the Rothingham Code for Media. Listen at your own risk. This PSA was brought to you by the Rothingham Department of Communication. This is Radio Rothingham.
All right. Anyone still here?
No.
Is anyone still here in this here channel? No, I guess all our subscribers left. Guys, let's just stop doing this. Go home. I don't feel like doing this anymore. Excellent already. Welcome to the new episode of Radio Rothingham. It's episode number 15 in 2016. So, dudes.
It's current year.
It's current year plus one. That's the way you do it in programming and stuff. It's like, okay, so you got the parameter or variable, which is current year plus. So yeah, that's PHP 101, I guess.
Also SQL, but whatever.
Yeah. I guess there's a lot of languages that do it because PHP is based off.
That you can put those languages into one group, and that's called programming languages.
Marvelous.
My God.
Anyways, as you guys may have noticed, I'm pulling a picture of Milo Yiannopoulos, what's his face?
Hey, I know that guy.
You know that guy. So
he knows that guy.
Let's go straight.
He knows the guy who knows the guy.
Let's go straight to this topic because something very peculiar happened today. Exactly today.
Oh.
Because out of nowhere, Panboy was like, "Hey, sup, dudes? I met Milo, IRL in IRL."
That wasn't out of nowhere. He told me he's going to meet him.
Oh, okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, didn't tell me.
He also told me that he's going to have to go there naked.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is important. Anyways, Panboy, why don't you tell us the story, the epic tale of how you met Milo?
Okay. It was quite an adventure.
Okay.
Yesterday, Milo posted on the Twitters that he was going to a talk in UCD Dublin, and then said that afterwards people could go to the pub with him.
Well, that's one thing you do that's obligatory. If you're in Ireland, then it's obligatory that you go to a pub.
So I did the most bizarre and adventurous thing, and I actually went to the pub.
He ventured outside.
Yeah.
This is by any chance a pub that we went to?
No, because Milo didn't actually go to a pub.
Oh.
He just went back to his hotel and sat in his hotel bar, and that's where we actually went.
I heard they were expensive. Was it expensive?
I have no idea. Milo paid for most of the drinks.
Oh, fair
Cool.
So it was.
Oh,
enough. You're saying it was an open bar.
You
No.
plebs wouldn't be able to afford it anyway.
So you're saying that you just went there for the free booze, isn't it? Free expensive booze.
Well, we were at the bar, we had a couple of drinks, and at the hotel we're like, you guys don't actually live here, so you can't stay in the bar anymore. and then they said, okay, you gotta go out to the lobby. It was fine. And then Milo bought like 20 bottles of wine.
Wow.
And there was only like 20 people there, so that was basically a bottle of wine each.
Jeez.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But, I met Milo, I said, hello, I'm from the internet, you don't know me. And he said, I know you. I was like, no you don't.
Okay, that sure is a conversation right there.
To be honest, I didn't actually really engage Milo in much conversation. I actually spent most of the time I was there talking to the guy sitting next to me, who was called Michael, and he was a tall ginger man, and we spoke about Star Wars.
Yes, you do.
But Milo was there. Milo was shouting about how he enjoys the biggest, blackest cocks, and that he would like to start a company producing big black cocks in Ireland.
That sounds like a good business to me. Where can I sign up?
You'd have to ring up Milo and ask him.
I don't have his number.
Today, a new product by Nero at Nero Productions. It's a box full of black cocks.
Big black cocks.
Big black cocks. They're in this box. You can buy it from Nero at nero.ie and
Forget to dig in the box. It's 2016.
It's 2016. You need
you need an entire box of giant black cocks.
Exactly. That's why the BBC from now on will stand for Big Black Cocks.
No.
Yes.
Not for British Broadcasting Company.
No.
Well, they are still a British broadcasting company, but they'll air nothing.
They
But
have to have just broadcast big black cocks.
Yes.
On every channel that has BBC. I mean,
Exactly.
BBC News, it's just a black guy naked, telling the news with his a cock on the table. He's not even like standing; he's just sitting there, and he just rammed his cock on the table, just saying the news. Yeah, this is my big black cock. And then you have, actually, I won't go into CBBS because that's just going a bit over the line there for kids. But
Astra, little, it's 2016. Little kids need to be, reminded that big black cocks exist.
After, come on. If little kids can be transgender, they can see a big black cock.
It's true.
I mean, we can't possibly tell our children that mummies and daddies exist.
No.
That would be, transphobic. No, so instead we need to accustom them to make them more comfortable around the concept of big black cocks, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's needed with all the immigrants around.
Yeah, better prepare them for the inevitable glorious future that our SJW politically correct overlords have envisioned for us, than to to try to teach them the concept of when a mommy and they love each other very much. No, that's ableist and racist and sexist. We can't have that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just ask Uncle Ahmed. Sorry, Ahmed.
Yes.
Oh wait, this sounds just like my thing, Ahmed. I practiced for this my entire
Also,
life.
that's why you Dutchmen like Muslims so much.
Yeah, they speak our language.
Speaking of Ahmed, have you heard, Sweden's latest response to the refugee crisis?
I bet it's very sensible and useful.
Actually,
There's
yes.
a wall around Mexico.
The last time I heard they trained them to be snipers.
They were, but apparently now that they've gotten sick of the aid workers in the camps being stabbed to death by Muslims, they've decided to take drastic measures and deport 80,000 of them.
Oh,
Holy wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Really?
Okay, I'm fucking triggered right now.
okay. The Sweden's foreign feminist policy is in shambles.
Yeah, now they're Nazis. They're literally Nazis right
Nazis.
now.
Yeah, I know. It's so terrible. A country wanting to defend its own populace from illegal immigration.
I know, right? So
Yeah.
they're
I
they're
don't
standing
know
up
why
to
they do that.
themselves. Yeah.
Like their own population is Swedes and they are not diverse at all.
I can't stand this. I was just getting accustomed, to our new overlords. I was trying to be more progressive. Now we're
Yeah,
seeing...
you were preparing to be culturally enriched.
Exactly. And now it's the other way around again. Now we're starting to become like a bunch of homophobic and racist and sexist assholes again.
And cis white males. I mean, we were so close to stop being white, and now we are going to be white again.
Thank God.
Because whiteness is a choice.
It wasn't going to be a choice for much longer if the Muslims kept coming. We were all going to have to be black.
Well, it's what the professor on this university said. That white people should just kill themselves.
Oh yeah, but that's completely acceptable.
I would suggest that
He-
white person who said that should be the first.
He didn't say that all white people should kill themselves. I mean, he said that these white women are useful so they can have brown babies. I think he was very educated and pragmatic. He's a professor.
Oh, are you talking about a Muslim professor? Because that kind of sentiment I've been hearing from a lot of white people.
He was one of the whitest professors I've ever seen.
Oh. Well, I would suggest that white professor volunteer to be the first to take the plunge into the suicide for the betterment of mankind.
He should be a pioneer in this.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go boldly somewhere where no one else went before him. Talking about culture enrichment. Apparently, somebody in Denmark tried to culturally enrich a young woman, and then she put out a pepper spray and, denied the cultural enrichment. She was very oppressive to that poor guy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And now she's facing fines because apparently having a pepper spray is illegal in Denmark.
Yeah.
Well,
that.
Well, what they'll tell you is that we live in a judicial system, like the land of the law, and you're not supposed to take the law into your own hands. So you should. So what the proper response was to sit around, wait for the police to show up, and then let the police handle it.
Well, she didn't need to take it into her own hands. It was just a can with a tear gas.
Yeah, but it was Xaverius. Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
It wasn't even a gun.
No, but in this case it was a can of pepper spray and.
Yeah, we need pepper spray. We need pepper spray cans control.
Well, you guys know that the government is under no obligation to protect you, right? Yeah.
Obviously.
Because
it's free for all. Once you announce martial law, you're fucked. The government won't give a shit about you. So yeah, why do you think that the government would give a shit if you while they're running the country?
Astra, by the time the government is going to be on Seychelles or something.
The thing is, you have to take your own self-defense. If you don't, nobody else is going to protect you.
No.
The police are not there to stop you from being raped, so you need to bring your stabbing knife with you, or your pepper spray.
Or your stabbing gun.
Stabbing gun, yeah.
Because but the worst thing is, in situations, if a woman gets raped and the police can't stop her, the government won't take responsibility. But if she protects herself from being raped, they'll take responsibility to sue her over the possession of pepper spray.
Obviously.
I could see an alternative to pepper spray. I mean, 9 times out of 10, women would have deodorant spray or hairspray in the bag.
That's great, but she had pepper spray, so it was better.
Well, yeah. But I don't understand why you couldn't get perfume out and spray it in their faces. That could be an alternative. It fucking stinks much as pepper spray.
Or Astra, you could perfect this and have a lighter in the other hand.
Oh yeah, that's another good way to go about it. But it's the risk of it exploding in your hand.
Yes.
But the thing is, Astra, wouldn't they just fine her the same for assault with a weapon if she did that? If you're not allowed to defend yourself with pepper spray, why would you be allowed to defend yourself with deodorant or perfume?
Because it's not pepper spray. It's not illegal. So you can
Yes.
say it's self-defense.
Yeah, the weapon laws are very interesting sometimes. I mean, why nunchucks are illegal? In I don't know what country it was. It was probably Britain.
Or you can make a nunchuck out of a stick and string.
No, you can't do that. Nobody can stop you to do that. But nunchucks, like the actual thing, are illegal. And the reason is they have a chain, and you could strangle someone with the chain.
Oh, not because you could beat them to death with the sticks.
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's interesting because you could kill someone with the Sunday New York Times if you really wanted to. So yeah, obviously we should now go ahead and ban all newspapers from being sold. I mean, no one's reading newspapers anyways these days. It's all the internet. But then you start to think, and that smartphone.
That tablet, that weighty tablet. It's like
A tablet? What about a laptop?
If you can't think of a way of killing someone with something, then you're not thinking hard enough.
God damn it! Artrix laptops have lithium batteries in them.
Exactly.
You know how that explodes?
You can explode someone with the laptop.
Just take a knife, stab it into the battery, and throw the battery at someone.
Yeah, you walk up to someone, you stab the laptop in its battery and just rub it in their face, and then there's just like a huge flame of fire. It's like, here, eat lithium fire.
Just shove it in their mouth and watch it explode.
And then the police shows up. And it's like, this is a new one. Is this technically murder?
From Scanners.
Oh no! You look at them and you say it wasn't pepper spray; it was just self-defense. I didn't
It
do
wasn't
anything
even
illegal.
self-defense. The laptop just exploded in their face.
I can take this.
Why
one
are you
step
blaming this on
further.
me?
But sir, how did the battery cells get out of their container, stabbed and shoved in their neck?
Factory malfunction.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
I mean, if the so-called Hubbard split, then Michael can do it too, surely.
Guys, I think we might be encouraging people to use the wrong kind of items as because it's kind of awkward actually to get the cells out of the battery.
Oh,
and into
that's true. Sorry, just use a handgun and shoot shotgun slugs.
Yeah, that would work. I think there should be an underground movement starting for people manufacturing derringers. Because, it's very simple. You can load it with, commonly accessible .22 ammo from any rifle store in any country, because most countries allow .22 rifles, which means the ammo's already here. You just need some kind of pocket gun.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to notice you're carrying a derringer until it's too late. I mean...
That's the point of Derringer.
Exactly.
That's why they were so popular in Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Also, does this Milo approximate the lewdness of the original? I say approximate because obviously it can never be, as magnificent and fabulous as the original. It's physically impossible.
I think he needs to be about 12 times more smug.
Mm. Well, yeah, but then people might confuse him for humanized Nick Wilde, the one of the characters from Zootopia.
You lost me.
It's the fox from that movie.
So I don't even know the names of these characters because I haven't watched the movie yet.
Exactly. So you lost me, Artrix.
Okay, I'll just call him Fox.
No.
But that's the character from that video game with the spaceships and the shooting and the foxes of the stars.
Okay, then I'll just call him Disney Fox.
But then you have Robin Hood. That was the fox.
Confused with Robin Hood Fox or Fox and the Hound.
Okay, then I'll just call him Smug. Then I'll just
Pixar Fox.
No, because he's not from Pixar. It's a Disney movie.
Oh shit! I thought I thought it was a Pixar movie.
Don't be silly, Astra. These days, Pixar only makes movies about fucking either emotions or shitty dinosaur movies. Come on.
They're not about talking animals then.
And what about the new movie?
What new movie? Because there's so many.
I'm not sure if it was Disney. I may have to need to make a Google search for that.
What's it about?
Well, when I saw the title, it's definitely done by Steven Spielberg.
Okay.
But
it's
Disney. It's Disney. When I saw the name, I was very hopeful for a moment, but then I realized the title doesn't mean what I think it means. It's called BFG.
Yeah, the
big fucking gun.
Exactly. It does not mean big fucking gun, unfortunately.
It's a big friendly giant based on Roald Dahl's big.
And it's a real shame. I would prefer the big fucking gun 9000.
Yeah, but also it's never going to beat the 1980s movie of the same name.
That was a beautiful movie.
It was a beautiful movie, but it was also weird as all fuck.
It was, but I
That's-
loved it. Watching it as a kid, it was just beautiful.
I've
Well,
actually never
you
seen
were
that. But
lucky it was made in 80s. If it was made in 70s, you wouldn't understand a thing.
Oh no, not at all.
Well, I suppose it
Roald
was.
Dahl was actually legitimately insane, and he hated children. All his books are
As you should.
they're pretty much all child torture porn.
Okay, I like the way this guy's thinking. I think I just gained a new appreciation for this guy.
But seriously, if you've ever read any of Roald Dahl's originals, they're almost all about punishing children.
Or the children is in an orphanage, or the children is an orphan.
And they're all treated horribly.
Yeah.
Most of the books involve the children eventually running away from abusive families.
Yeah. Like the James and the Giant Peach. They had two whole aunties.
Peach.
Art Spud. Peach! The Giant Peach!
Oh God! Okay, I'm going to draw this right now.
And the Giant Peach!
Oh
And
God,
Aunt
that's
Sponge
okay.
and Aunt Spiker? I forgot. Anyway, two aunts who are just horrible and abusive. So this hobo gives him a bag of worms, which goes into the peach tree in the peach, and turns giant. Hence the name, James is Giant Peach.
I don't think
and then-
anyone understood that was the plot of the story.
No, I don't think it was just like a LSD trip. It's just what the fuck. Half the movie, it's like
Well, the plot you just...
two-thirds of the movie was
Asta, the plot you
animated.
just told us... Wow. I would guess it would be something like an LSD trip.
Yeah, it was. The kid actually ate a piece of the peach with the worm in it, and he just all of a sudden went into a giant LSD trip that he turned into a claymation puppet.
Oh my god, my worms are laced with heroin.
So what you're saying, Astra, is it's actually a movie about a kid's first exposure to fermented fruit.
Yes.
Oh god.
Worms.
You made a sense of this movie, Panboy. You're a terrible person.
Which means that happy ending where he escapes doesn't actually happen.
No,
He
somehow-
just wakes up in the backyard, and then his aunts will find him.
It was such a big trip that he wakes up in New York. He's like, what the fuck?
He'll just be quivering on the ground. Then his abusive aunts will find him, and they'll know he's drunk and high off his head. So they'll probably whip him and beat him for the next 3 or 4 years.
As relatives do.
Yeah, just make sure the ending in the movie is positive.
Oh, not before asking him where the fuck he got the stuff so they can have it.
Don't be ridiculous. They don't care about that. They just want to hurt children.
Oh,
As people usually do.
wow.
Giant peach in the city.
Peach.
City
True.
of New Manhattan. Beach.
Truly,
James there. It's like this Attack on Titan poem.
that's actually kind of what I was going for. So I don't know what he looks like. So I think it like curly hair.
Curly ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny. Oh god, look at this drawing. Artrix is going for that center point perspective nonsense.
When is the season 2
Well-
coming out, by the way?
Should be soon. I think they recently released screenshot or something from.
Season 2 of what?
Attack on Titan.
I did not make that
I've
connection.
seen a trailer for the live-action version.
Oh yeah, that
I've
looks
seen
pretty.
the Giants. Like the
What I don't like about the live action movie is that they're going for more contemporary look. Like
Well,
it doesn't
they apparently have children now.
that, and apparently it's set not in like medieval Germany, but it's
That's
just
lame.
yeah, just generic.
Because it's a child.
And they are not naked enough. I mean,
What?
they have skin.
Oh, you mean the Titans? Yeah.
Yes. Why would they have skin? Come on.
Yeah, skin is too overrated. It should be optional.
Yeah, well, like Titan in a skin, that's too much clothing.
Anyways, I was hard at work rendering this beautiful render. He's so beautiful.
Beautiful beast of a man.
You could say it's pretty gay.
It's so gay, but
He's
I
turning
can I
Artrix gay.
I know, right? I consider myself pretty straight, but man, just look at it.
No, you're ugly straight.
I mean, I have to struggle real hard to keep up my straightness. Oh boy, it's hard.
He's coming out of the closet.
Well, Artrix,
Hold him in.
Artrix, I think
What?
that's not the only thing that's hard.
Oh.
I guess
Well,
my
then-
hand's been in my pants this entire time.
Gross.
Well, look,
His fans are gross.
lucky for him. I'm not looking at it that way. It's more like admiration.
So yeah, that's what they all say before they end up
That's
in the
how
bed.
it starts.
Yeah, exactly. And before you know it, Artrix is going to culturally enrage him.
Oh yeah, obviously he needs to experience some good old Dutch
Talking about cultural
tolerantism.
enrichment, I have seen the best thing today.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you know, we more advanced civilizations have name days.
Oh yeah, that's a
And-
thing that exists in
And
Czechland.
a classmate of mine that I haven't talked to for like the last 2 years has a name day today.
Okay.
So I was like, fuck, I'm going to wish her a happy name day. So I logged into the university site, which I haven't done in the last 2 years. And there was a random discussion on the side panel. And it was about how we should be welcoming to all the immigrants. So naturally I clicked on it.
Yes, you do.
And then there was all the opinions. And I found a fucking guy who lived with me on the in the same room for most of the semester. I hated him. He moved and he breathed. Anyway, his opinion was the greatest thing I ever saw. Okay, he's a lawyer. He was like a year above me, and he was like, "Well, we should be nice to the immigrants, and we should be more like Sweden." Yes, exactly. We should be more like Sweden. I think he said that before, without knowing that Sweden actually kind of turned 1800 degrees. No, not 100. You know what I mean. 150 degrees, yes.
Yeah.
He didn't know that, probably. And that we should not only like be nice to the immigrants, but we shouldn't hate them at all, because apparently hating immigrants is like hating Jews before the Second World War.
Oh.
And yeah, that's a very good post. And the best part, the part that warmed my black shivered heart, was he was 177 points in minus.
As in, he got so many downvotes that
Yes.
wow.
And the best thing about this that the university pages don't have downvotes and upvotes. They have like rating, like you know, useful, funny, and stuff. He was 170 points in annoying. It was so great.
Did you make an intelligent post after that and say we should treat these Muslims with respect and also take proper precautions?
No, I was amused for a bit and then I added another downvote.
Okay, good. As you should.
I didn't have time to muck about the university site.
What's even the point?
To wish the friend the name day. Come on.
Right.
What?
Well, not a
okay.
friend anymore. I guess technically we haven't talked to 2 years. Yeah.
Let's I know we got a massive number of viewers.
But yeah, I was just so very happy that basically all the posts that we are saying that we should be welcoming with open arms and, you know, be, what did he say? Be reasonable people, modern
Well,
people,
yeah.
educated people.
If you welcomed immigrants with open arms, they'll, go into your arms and rape you.
Exactly. Well, I'm just going to say all these posts that were saying something like this, all of them were downvoted. So I think at least some solace in that our university students are not yet totally stupid.
They're not, but see, there's a trend that you're failing to notice there. All those opinions that were still on the site were positive, welcomed immigrant opinions, even though the site Populous was downvoting them. I guarantee all the immigrants' opinions were conveniently moderated.
Oh, right. Moderate as in quote, egg quotes.
Yeah, moderated.
They got lost in the site compile.
Oh,
The thing is that, okay, there's a big difference between welcoming the immigrants with open arms or be more like, okay, so you want to live in this country. Well,
I could return there and read the post and translate you.
Well, let's do a little background check. See if you're legit.
Yeah, I have to wonder
Come on, it's the Czech Republic, so that's the first prerequisite of entering the country. Yeah, exactly. You should, and if they have a problem with that, if they're like, oh no, you can't check these people, then they're not true Czechs.
I agree.
I can't believe you went there. You went there, didn't you?
Of course I went there.
You got to stay there. You're going to have to stay there and eat your words and feel sorry for that bad pun.
No, I feel perfectly content having made it.
I would not be able to find the thread I was looking at.
It was probably moderated.
It was probably lost in the site compile.
It was probably Reddited.
Or the site panel is random, but I don't think so.
Or it was new Jeff.
Oh, that's true actually. Reddit have been disappearing any posts about that Swedish woman recently who got refugeed.
Refugee.
Wait,
How can you become a refugee?
I found the
Oh, wait, that woman.
What?
Oh, what?
I agree. I confuse.
A Swedish aid worker at one of the refugee camps was stabbed to death by refugees. Well, by a 14-year-old immigrant or something. He was a child.
He was trying to be friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He was.
Refugee. Okay.
But you see, in this culture, they don't understand that if you do knifey, stabby, that it's considered a bad thing. So you can't blame the boy. He was completely oblivious to what he just did. Yeah. It was like, what's this commotion? Don't you guys do this all the time?
We do this all the time in Syria.
This woman was speaking before her turn.
But you see, Artrix, if you post the truth about what's happening in the refugee camps, you're just going to breed hate towards these immigrants.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't want that.
No,
I mean,
obviously, so the best way to deal with this sort of thing is to, pretend it doesn't happen.
What doesn't happen?
Yeah, that's a big problem with the media landscape right now.
What are you talking about, Artrix?
What?
What is happening? I don't know. Nothing is happening.
Yeah, no, everything's fine.
No, everything's fine.
Yeah,
everything is fine. Everything is fine.
It's all right.
Everything
is fine.
Everything is fine.
It's
just those reactionary right-wing activists.
It's like that. It's like that comic with the dog who's sitting at the table and everything is on fire.
I don't mind.
Fine.
Go.
Would you like to make a version of that picture where you have a blonde little girl sitting at the table while there's 1,000 naked Muslim people approaching
Talking
her?
about little girls, you know about that girl who got touched.
Obviously I can't do that because it would imply that I like drawing naked Muslim men and they would, culturally appropriate
that
me.
would imply you're homosexual.
That too.
It should put you a rank lower on the progressive stack or rank higher.
It would put me high on the progressive stack, but it would also mean that those men would probably kill me for being homosexual.
Artrix, you can't avoid that now. You just drew a picture of Milo.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Also, since you mentioned both media landscape and little girls, you do know about that little girl, like 13-year-old, who got culturally enriched for 30 hours.
Only 30 hours.
Yeah, only. And then they let her go.
Mm-hmm.
And then she went to police. Was like, they culture enriched me. And the police questioned her 3 hours straight, and then they laughed at her and made her sign a paper that there was no cultural enrichment.
Yeah, that
And then
sounds...
she went home, and the family was like, fuck this. And then they decided to sue German police.
Yeah, but
For anyone who
obviously...
doesn't understand, like Astra, culturally enriched in this case means rape for many, many hours.
Screw you!
Okay, and the best part about this, the girl had 2 nationalities. She was German and Russian.
Mm-hmm.
And Russians, being the humanity-hating, filthy, right-wing pricks they are, they, of course, reported on it in news. And then suddenly, the German news picked up on it too.
Now, I'm not going to say that the Russian news is any better than the Western news, generally speaking, but in this case, they are on this.
I'm saying that it's interesting that German news didn't notice this until the Russians told them.
It's almost like Western media is being censored about negative refugee news.
That is nonsense, Panboy.
That reminds me of another story. So, there's this country, I live in it, it's called the Netherlands, and...
it's like 70% Muslim?
No,
In
more
fact-
like 7.
This video we're making right now could be taken down from YouTube because of what we're saying.
Oh, it probably will be, but at least we tried.
Oh, we'll just re-upload it.
And that too, we just...
It's not like YouTube accounts are a finite resource.
Actually, Artrix, have they taken down any of our other videos, or have they not been noticed yet?
Just haven't noticed.
Oh wow.
We can say to the hell.
Anyway, you guys are gonna love this. So, we just imagine you're just some bloke. You have a normal job, like some shitty. Yeah. So imagine you're yourself, except you live in the Netherlands. So you just go about your business, and then you whip out your smartphone, and you go to Twitter, and you're like,
you said a normal job, not a job that allows me to buy a smartphone.
Okay, yeah, but sense of living. I mean, everyone over here has a smartphone.
This is Netherlands. You get free smartphone to every cheese.
Exactly. So he whips out his phone and he's like, "Hey, Twitter. So they want to open a refugee camp over here, but so do we as the local population want that? Do we want a refugee camp? So let's have a vote for it. So what do you guys think about it?" Which I don't know. That sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Like it's not like he said the white master race, all refugees must die, and we should all a bunch of things that you can splice and then make it as if I'm some sort of super Nazi.
Well, he could just take a quote from me and pretend it was him.
That's it. Anyway, so that was his tweet. He was like, okay, this doesn't seem very democratic. What do you guys think? And so he was at home playing his Xbox, and there someone's at the door. So he opens the door, and there's the police.
Oh.
And the police officer was like, "Sir, you've been tweeting an awful lot lately." And this like, yeah. So what? This is a fucking free country. And the police like, yeah, but you see, these tweets they can cause societal unrest, and we're all about protecting your safety, making sure everyone is safe. So perhaps you wanna mind that language of yours.
Yeah, you look a bit unsafe to me.
Mm-hmm. It's for your safety. So think about your own safety, okay? Just be safe. And if you're not safe, then we might have to help you a bit, but that's neither here or there. So don't worry. and they were like there for like 20 minutes saying all this stuff, and then the shitty local news. It's not even local. It's like a public access. It's not really public access. It's like the BBC, but one of the shittier sub channels, so to speak.
Okay.
But they did something funny. So they went to the mayor's office of that municipality, and they went to the mayor of that particular little town, and they were like, so Mr. Mayor, why did you send the police to that man's house? And he kept dodging the question. He was being such a spineless douchebag. He just kept dodging the question. It was like, you see, sir, that we don't send the police. It's the police's job to do that. And
the police sends itself.
But then the reporter was like, but do you have proof that, you gave the orders and it's your municipality and it's your responsibility? And he kept, bringing up bullshit like, the police just doing their job and safety and making sure everyone's safe, and we're not, freedom of speech is very important, but...
Yes, I love that.
That big butt.
I am not against freedom of speech, but...
We should probably limit it.
No, not really limit it. It's like, I'm not against freedom of speech, but you have to count with the consequences when you say something. No, freedom of speech is about not having consequences when you say something that's not deemed nice.
Well, actually, it's about not having governmental consequences.
Okay, yeah, sure. Of course, anybody can punch you in the face, but...
Yeah, freedom of speech is all about being able to say what you want and not having the government step in and say you can't say that.
It's about not having the government send the police to your house and say you can't say that. Oh, wait a minute.
Or in the internet equivalent, get banned on Twitter. But all those articles about Twitter banning people and censoring are not true. Source Twitter. I mean, I did found a nice picture of a link that went to some, not probably a very legit site, how Facebook conspires with Muslims and censors anti-Muslim stuff. And somebody tried to post it on Facebook, and the Facebook was like, we don't think this link is safe.
Of course, yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes.
From Facebook, the website which has the most virus-infected ads of all websites ever.
Oh, that's true, but I think they just read the link and were like, oh god, there's Facebook and conspiracy and Muslims in the link.
But yeah,
It can't be safe.
What I'm noticing in general is that more and more people are growing more distrustful of the media in general, and...
Oh yeah, they kind of noticed that 1,000 people breaking stuff and raping,
Yeah. That was a major thing, and the people desperately trying to justify it, or at least they say but and you just see them.
Sometimes it goes to such a ridiculous claims like they don't know better.
Keep an arm's length.
Racist things that anyone can say, like
Use that as a excuse
group
for
of-
a 3-year-old. He doesn't know better. That's why he's running around naked.
That's why I said it's one of the most racist things you can say, because like you were saying, this group of adult people, they just don't know better. It's just such a condescending thing.
They are condescending as fuck because they don't understand the concept of personal responsibility. No. That's the thing with these authoritarian collectivists. It's all about the group. Do you belong to group X? Then you have these attributes.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Which is
I accidentally murdered all these Muslims. I just didn't know better.
Well, you're male.
No, you're true. Male and white and cisgendered, so that's why you did it. And that's the only reason you did it, and that's why the entire group needs to be held responsible,
exactly.
not because of your individual
there's
actions.
Just so many contradictions in this. You have what you just said, that every person in a group is the same, but you have hashtag not all Muslims. How do those things come together? I wonder. I'm not sure. Enlighten me.
Well, yeah, they got something for that. It's called doublethink, and it's where you can hold two contradictory opinions and still have it make sense in your mind.
So, feminism.exe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Feminism.exe is performing doublethink. The program has both crashed and is still running at the same time.
Of course. I also found a post. If I'm just going to punch it into Google Translate.
Can't post it into the Picato chat. The Picato is down.
Yeah, good job,
Yes.
Picardo.
They noticed.
Astra, our secrets, you're letting them out. Now people will know we didn't stream this live.
Oh no!
Yeah, now we're going to have all the complaints.
God damn it, Asta. Anyway, do you want me to translate the comment that the guy made?
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty hilarious. Keep in mind he's like in the 4th year or 3rd year of being a lawyer. Yeah? And he's like, I regret that our university is constantly emerging as a backward Eastern place. And he's asking, why can't we be progressive like Sweden?
The moment someone says that, they lose all credibility.
And support the Muslims, who are actually the real victims of these attacks. Because, the oppression of Muslims by the majority of the society led to pathologic formation of terrorists, and it will lead to xenophobia and fascization in the society, and that he's like, well, it I don't know what exactly the thread is about because I didn't bother to read it, but he's like, it would be nice if it was just an expression of regret. In fact, this is like when people express solidarity for the French just because French are white. See? It's like
Just because they're white.
Then he continues, the French are express solidarity only because they are white, while in Syria, every day die many more people just because of the war led by weapons created by West, which is actually true. He makes a point here. He makes a point, even though he's a lawyer, and well, then he agrees with someone that we shouldn't incite the hatred against minorities and whatever, which and especially against people who are believers.
I think someone should probably point out to him, though, that in the Middle East, people are perfectly happy to just use rocks to kill each other as well.
Well, let me finish the comment. It raises some interesting points and views of this guy. Yeah, well, we shouldn't incite hatred against minorities, of course, and against, especially against believers. And the believers apparently have values that we should, we can only envy them. Yeah. So, I don't know what values a believing person has. Well, when it comes to Muslims, I have a pretty exact idea of what values such a believing person has. Like, kill all the people who don't like being Muslim.
I don't like Islams.
And then he's like, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed about the university representatives that they didn't agree or didn't voice their concern for accepting so many poor refugees, and that they are not vocal against the fact that in the Mediterranean Sea children are drowning, which is a strategy that he's trying to go for the feels.
Well, that's usually how these sort of people operate.
Yeah, which is actually exactly what the media did, because you remember that boy who got washed out on the beach in the Mediterranean.
Very strange, that this boy got washed up and not the rest of the crew of that boat.
Yeah, and well, whatever. They did arrange him, so he was like more photogenic corpse.
Yeah, and even if it's probably legit. I'm not going to dispute that.
I'm not going to dispute the fact that he got washed up on a beach. I'm just saying that the journalist took him and arranged him to be more photogenic corpse. I mean, that's awesome.
What?
You just asked that. We live in that was 2015. We live in the future. You can't just have old, boring war photos. You have to arrange it so it's even better, you know.
Yeah, isn't that tampering with forensics, though?
Did you think anyone was going to do forensics on that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, time.
And like you have these
how he
people
died, drowned, obviously.
You have these people who arrange stuff and shit.
Astra, they don't investigate any of these suspect deaths when refugees are involved. It's like, this boat sank. I wonder why. Could it be all these holes they drilled in the bottom so that someone would rescue them and pull them past customs easier? Oh no, that's not true at all.
Okay,
Why would anyone do that?
You have like these people who are arranging corpses and making these sad stories and fabricating things, and we sort of kind of. Do you see actual war journalists in media lately? I don't. Like journalists like Mary Colvin, if you knew who was Mary Colvin.
Honestly, I don't.
She was the most badass journalist that ever lived, I think.
Oh. Cool.
She did war journalism in such a way that she got on a plane, go to the country where there was the war, and she went talk to the people who fought in the war and to the leaders.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now that's one badass reporter right there.
In several cases, she got almost killed. One time, she got shot at with an RPG and almost died. She lost an eye. She wore a badass eye patch just because it was badass, and she continued doing the stuff. Of course, that's how she died.
That is one badass.
They demolished the house on her head, but yeah, she was an actual journalist that does something.
Wow.
Unlike certain literally hoops.
You know, she actually died in Syria. She was hiding in a rundown hotel, and somebody probably found out that she lived there, and they just sort of bombarded the hotel, and it fell down on her head.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend recently that either there's not any journalists in the war zones anymore, or any stories they're actually reporting on are being censored.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that was my contribution to this heated topic from the guy who lived in the same room with me. I am very glad we did not get to talk about these things.
Cool.
He's retarded.
Well, he mentioned that Sweden is a good example, so...
Yes, he mentioned why can't we for once be as progressive as Sweden? That's literally what he said.
Sweden has become the poster child of how not to run your country.
I'm not entirely sure if the news got here. I mean, we are the backyard eastern country, as he said.
I have to wonder, actually, how many of the refugees Sweden is deporting right now, what their crimes are. Are they just deporting any refugees who came into the country without legitimate refugee status, or are they actually convicting them of crimes to deport?
I don't know. I just think that Sweden decided that they are no longer okay with being called the rape capital of the world.
They're obviously they're obviously Nazis now. There's no other explanation for it. They're literally Nazis right now. Because
it's
you can't
awful,
be one thing or another. You can't, be more cautious or anything. No, it automatically makes you Nazi. So they literally went from being the most progressive country in the world to Nazi capital overnight. Because they're not indiscriminately taking in refugees.
But Artrix, you're making Nazis sound good. Which is
God
just...
damn it, Artrix! You make not even Nazi. You make Trump sound good. Actually, I think we need Trump. We just need to build a wall around the Caucasus.
Just make
blockade Syria completely.
just make Trump the new president of Sweden.
I was about to say something about him and his Mexican border.
Yeah, just make Trump the king of Europe. He's going to build a big wall on the border with Asia, and everything's going to be fine.
Because we have such a big. Oh yeah, wait a minute, Middle East, Asia, gotcha.
A large wall in Asia. I've never heard of such a thing before.
No, that's never happened ever.
Well, Panboy, right now Asia is our Mexico, but it's actual problem, unlike Mexico.
It's like, oh no, these educated immigrants coming from south of the border, they only speak Spanish and no engineering. They're terrible.
Well, to be fair, it's kind of funny when they're referred to as being lazy, while Mexicans are typically the kind of people that make long hours and do really shitty jobs and what have you.
All legitimate immigrants actually do that. It's a trend. If you're escaping a country that you don't like and you want to be accepted in the country you're going to, you'll make yourself useful.
Also, Panboy, you've been up close and personal with Milo. So, what's his eye color?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably pink.
Then obviously you haven't been up close and personal to him. I'm disappointed.
I think it was blue. I can't remember.
It
I didn't stand there staring into Milo's eyes, transfixed, going, "Oh my, Milo, I could look into your eyes for hours."
Well, obviously, what you should have said is, "Hey, I'm going to have this host of this
Panboy,
radio show, but
Panboy.
they're blue."
Panboy, I'm not very sure you could look into his eyes for hours, because gay sex doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are some positions you can manage it.
Some, but not all.
Well, getting back to Trump, apparently he quoted a horrible saying. No, let me say that again. He said something that was horrible, and it quite shocked me, that his fans, his supporters, are so loyal that he could go into the rally and shoot any of them, and they would still support him. I'm just... When I heard that the first time, I was just stricken from all words. I did not know what to say.
Why? Why is that so strange? Christians believe that kind of thing. It's a fucking job, God goes, "Yeah, I bet you I could fuck that guy's life up and he still love me." And devil goes, "Go on, then."
I could see him thinking that he's a god as well. I honestly can. He's so egotistical. Anyway, I just could not understand how you can say something like that and still think that these people are going to support me.
Because it's very Christian.
Well, what I'm saying is that this guy is threatening his supporters and still expects them to.
But he's not literally threatening them.
No,
it's hyperbole.
What he said, it just struck me, saying that you, in a way, that's threatening your supporters, and yet you still think that they're going to support them because you think that they're that loyal. I can't understand how he could say that on TV, for one thing.
I don't understand how you find this strange. I mean, that he was saying my supporters are so loyal I could shoot them and they'd still love me. That's
Yeah, that's a level of fanaticism you...
I cannot find that suitable
Astra,
for any kind of rally.
Well, Astra, obviously you aren't American enough.
Yeah,
no, I need to get...
You're not patriotic enough. I mean, this is the level of fanaticism you encounter only, with people that are trying to vote for a person in America. Like, take Hillary Clinton. They are voting her because she's a woman, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah. That's her entire campaign.
There was an article. I'm not sure who wrote it, probably Jessica Valenti, because that sounded like an article she would wrote.
Also,
an article like, I don't care about her policies. She's a woman, and that's enough.
I think I read something like that. Like, they said, I know she's a bad candidate, but I still vote for her because she's a woman.
Be the
Yeah.
first female president like Barack Obama.
Yeah. So obviously now I know just what to do when the next elections roll out. I just gotta vote for the guy because
No, yeah, she's the only woman there, so she's higher on the progressive stack, so they have to vote her. I mean, if it was Obama again against her, they would vote Obama because he's black, so he's even higher on the progressive stack.
I suppose.
They have to vote for Hillary, it's true. They have no choice, really.
And that's why I hope Trump wins.
Well, it would definitely, send a signal of, okay, you progressive hipster fucks have been, riding the tail of, Barack Obama and shit, but, this is a reminder that...
You know they've been riding the tail of Barack Obama, but most of them don't like him.
Yeah, but probably because he isn't progressive enough. He
Yeah.
didn't start concentration camps to put in all the distractors yet, so yeah.
Yeah, he didn't start concentration camps for
Detractors.
whites.
Exactly. So obviously he isn't radical enough.
And then when the white patrol comes for the social justice warriors, they're like, but I identify as black.
Well, tough shit. You should have acted on it.
And then you can be like Rachel Dolezal, just tan really well and make crimpy hair, and maybe you are going to look like half legit.
Maybe. Anyways, I think we've been going on about politics for a long time.
Let's change the
Let's talk about something a bit more lighthearted.
like people dying of cancer.
Yeah, people dying of cancer. That's definitely more lighthearted. So yeah, there's this one guy. No one cares about him. He's probably
Nobody knows him, right, Astra?
I know him so well.
He's completely.
Like my BBFS.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know. I fucked up. I done goof. BBF.
Anyway, we're obviously talking about
BBF.
we're obviously talking about the one and only Total Biscuits.
Yes, BBF, best biscuit forever.
So yeah, everyone who is not living on a rock knows that he's dying of cancer, and he's probably not going to survive it. But I still hope that they had some breakthroughs.
He said that the average they gave him is like 3 years, and he fully intends to outlive it by a large amount.
I'm sure he said it was terminal though. I don't think he could survive terminal cancer.
No,
Yes, that's why the 3-year estimate, Astra. That's
I just said that.
Yeah, but there was a chance that he may survive it or something, or maybe that's gone out of the window.
If the chemo works, it could put the cancer in remission, but chemo is really hit and miss.
Yes, it also fucks you up completely.
Yeah, also,
he's beyond the stage he can be operable right now.
Also, it's probably it's best for him to assume that that he's not going to survive it. It's better to just accept it than to cling on the slight slimmer of hope that you might survive.
That's what he does. That's why he canceled the media, because he repeatedly said that it's the most stressful thing ever, just to read through all that hate. And while he tried to quit, he just can't stop, because once you start with reading feedback, it's like a drug. You just like, what if there's the positive opinion, but it's that there's just like 6 negative opinions, and even though you shouldn't care and you know it, you just care because that's subconscious. You care what people think about you. So yeah, he was like, fuck this, I want to devote time, whatever time I have left, to my family, friends, and yeah, I'm fucking off from the Twitter and from the other things.
Which is probably a very good idea, because Twitter is just so...
The less stress he has, the better for him.
Oh, whoops. Wrong layer.
Oh dear.
Just look at those lips.
I mean, you could really hear that in his voice when he said that he doesn't want to leave his family behind. So yeah,
That's so depressing.
it's pretty depressing. This is the Radio Rothingham super depressing episode.
No, we're not explosum.net. Also, since Total Biscuit
We are now Artrix. This is the super depressing week
yeah.
of Rothingham.
So it's just one episode.
Okay, to close this, I just hope that Total Biscuit survives by many years, like 300 years. Yeah, that should be enough.
Yeah, that should just be enough.
I mean, cancer is immortal. He could theoretically survive it forever.
I mean,
Let's hope that happens.
technically his heart may stop beating, but did he really die?
We just replace it with a CPU.
Exactly. A CPU that pumps blood.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. It takes per second.
Just replace your heart with one of those rig cooling systems.
Oh.
Make your body a water cooling.
Yes.
Just replace it.
We have the technology. We can rebuild it. We can
There
upgrade
is
it.
nothing wrong with this plan whatsoever.
No.
Just take your heart, take it out, and just replace it with one of those water cooling rig pumps. It's fine. You just need to be hooked up to a PSU for the rest of your life. Those are completely reliable.
Artrix. Batteries exist,
Yeah, but you still need a PSU to run the pump, which is specifically designed for.
Batteries exist.
Yeah, so you hook up the battery to the PSU, which then powers the water cooling
easy.
pump.
We have the
Yeah,
technology.
yeah, just-
if need be, we are going to upgrade him.
Just put the battery and the PSU in a backpack and carry that around for the rest of your life. That isn't too hard. I mean, showering is going to be pretty hard, but
Just need to shove his brain in a jar and hook it up to a computer. That's the easiest way.
That's my ideal scenario to what to do when I'm going to die.
But yeah, just do what they did in that Russian experiment and just hook your head up to one of those.
Talking about Russian experiments, the head transplant is still scheduled for 2017 or 16. I'm not sure.
Didn't they successfully do a head transplant in 2015 or this year?
No, that was the proposal that got accepted.
No. I'm pretty sure they
That
successfully did it on a monkey, but they euthanized
that
it because.
that doesn't count.
Oh, okay.
Monkeys don't count.
Why would they transplant the brain and make a healthy monkey and then murder it?
The article said it was due to, quote, ethical reasons.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure murdering the animal is less ethical than keeping it alive.
First, we are going to horribly mangle and torture this monkey.
Mm-hmm.
But then we are going to have to kill it, because that's the only ethical way.
That
I can see no problem with it.
I'm pretty
Very
sure there's a "it's about ethics" joke in here somewhere.
Yes, it's about ethics in doing experiments on animals. Well, it's potentially life-saving experiments or totally fucking up experiments. But the guy who wants to get his head transplanted, he's like fucked anyway. So yeah, even if anybody tries, I'm willing to get my head put on another body. And the only person crazy enough was another Russian. So
Wait. Here's the thing though. Where are they getting a perfectly healthy dead body? To put
it's Russia. They just find one.
Just go down the street and says, "Do you want to donate your body for science?" Sure. Okay, we're taking it now. What?
Also, Panboy, it says nothing about that the receiving body needs to be human. There's plenty of dogs on the streets in Moscow. Just get a doge, chop off his head, and just attach the human
I'm not
head.
entirely sure that's how it works.
There you have a doge human.
No thanks.
There was a skit about that in Monty Python, Life's a Brian. A transplant donor company comes to someone's door and says, "Can we have your liver?" And they're like, "I'm kind of using it." "Yeah, but the universe is big and you're gonna die someday anyway." It's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right. Go on, take it.
Yeah, that's it. Is a typical. Oh, I didn't think about it like that. Take it. Then I take it. And
Also, this is Total Biscuit drawn without any reference.
how much cancer does he have on him?
He's already bald, so...
I legitimately have no idea what Total Biscuit looks like.
He looks like a very pleasant person, but also like a person who would punch you.
He's kind of bald and has a very round head.
He looks, when he's in a suit, he looks like a mafioso.
Oh.
I think that's the best way to describe him.
Mafioso suit, you say?
Yeah, I could just, link a picture. I'm just going to go on Google and Google him, and then this picture won't load because I'm on a Skype call. I just have to use this other picture, yes.
So yeah, Total Biscuit basically got sick and tired of social media, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting too old for this shit. Since he has 3 years.
But this time, it's actually really detrimental to his health. Like, if it prolongs his lifespan, I'm all for it.
Exactly. Because it also means that he's got more time to actually review games and shit.
That too.
Which is where...
And, live.
That too.
That's what he looks like, eh?
That in general, Yeah.
So I kept thinking of Markiplier when people talked about Total Biscuit.
No. And now that you've seen how he looks, the thing is, he's actually a year younger than Artrix.
But he's already bolder than me.
Yeah. Why does he have to... Artrix, why can't you die of cancer? Instead of Total Biscuit.
Well, because I can't die of cancer.
Exactly.
It's physically impossible.
Transfer the cancer to yourself.
No, I'm not going to.
To be honest, I don't think people should need cancer to quit Twitter. Twitter's just a terrible cesspit of cancer already.
He did in the past, but the thing about Twitter account is, he's basically a company, so he has to have the Twitter. Because there's several contracts that are tied to it. So he basically just relinquished his credentials for the Twitter account, and he let somebody moderate it fully. And yeah, as the more he stays from people who are going to hate everything he does without any merit in that hate, and the less stress he gets from it, the more he gets to live. So yeah, I'm all for that.
Incidentally, we also have another person who's suffering from stress from the internet, but for entirely different reasons.
Oh yes.
And she's suffering from depression because of it.
I wanted to talk about that, but I was too lazy to make a video.
Okay. Well, now we can talk about it on Radio Rothingham.
Yes, but I usually
you want to make an entire video about it. Gotcha.
Entire video.
An entire video, not just a partial video, but an entire.
The way the article put it, you would think she got cancer. Spoiler alert: she did not get cancer. In fact, she did not get anything but money.
Oh, that lady, right?
Yeah, that lady.
That lady.
Yeah.
Should I make a post on the Twitters that says the Twitter harassment's giving me cancer and then make lots of money? Would it help? And if I said I was a trans woman, would that help?
Yes.
Okay.
You need to put in all the...
You need to be a trans faggot.
Trans faggot woman, trans ethnic, Dogekin.
Yeah. Trans ethnic Doge.
Your black Doge from the Middle East is also trans panromantic.
Trans panorama.
Yes. Trans panromantic demifluid.
I'm just talking out of my ass, and it probably exists. I recently saw a list of made-up genders on Tumblr, and
I had the list somewhere. It's great.
Yeah, this isn't a very good portrait of Total Biscuit for obvious reasons.
Well, you're using Milo as reference, so...
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The obvious reason is that your art is shit.
That too. My art is so shit, it can never do any justice to...
Artrix, I posted a picture to the Skype chat. You could have just clicked on it and draw him.
But I'm lazy. Also, I'm not going to bother. I want to draw something else now. That is not giant peach in.
I don't like this picture. I want to draw something new now.
And I can do that. I'm an artist. So yeah. As for what I think about Total Biscuit leaving Twitter, to be honest, I didn't really pay that much attention to him on Twitter. I actually only paid attention to it whenever he posted an interesting video. So I hope that he keeps doing that. So for all intents and purposes, nothing changes for me.
I mean, let's admit it. His voice is goddamn sexy.
It sure is.
Well, hopefully when he's out of the hospital this time, he won't be dying of cancer.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
There.
Okay, so here's another topic, and it's one that Astra brought in.
Yes.
Is it
So
depressing?
it is also depressing, in a way.
It is totally depressing. Start of the month, we had the 14 consecutive weeks of not winning the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
So that rolled over for 14 weeks, totaling to about 66 million. The top prize that has been throughout the 20 years of history of lottery.
The highest lotto jackpot, got it?
Yeah. Well, apparently 2 tickets won at the start of the month, but 1 ticket was not claimed. So the whole month of people saying, yeah,
can I get it?
Yeah, go on.
Underground Rampor?
Yeah, go on. If you want to be charged for false claim, yeah, unfortunately.
It's not a false claim. I'm really poor. I'm just like, hey, I'm poor. Can I get like 10 million of that?
Hey, Xaverius, are you an immigrant from Syria? We don't do and before say anything, we don't do any background checks, and we trust you on your blue eyes that you really are a refugee because we don't discriminate here.
I am an immigrant from Syria internally.
Okay. So here's your free house, your free everything, and also you're now a citizen of the UK.
Cool.
Yeah, that 10 million you wanted as well. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Because you're so poor Syrian.
It's in your Swiss account.
What's an account?
Artrix. Zav does not understand this concept of having money in a bank.
Yes,
as he's never had money.
I'm a Syrian refugee. We don't even have banks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they never ever existed before the war. That's like the last few years. We never had banks, right?
Well, on about the
Anyway.
21st, the ticket was still not claimed. However, Camelot, the people behind the National Lottery, announced that it was bought in Worcestershire. Worcestershire. I don't even pronounce it.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire area.
Oh God, how would you name something like that?
I know.
Well, that's the UK for you. And it's also like they have all these names with letters in them, but you don't pronounce 50% of them.
They forgot to pronounce them like Leicester.
Yeah.
So, which and people are like supposed to pronounce it like that. There. Harwich.
Or is it
No, you're not supposed to pronounce it like Harwich or whatever. I still can't pronounce it, by the way. Town's name.
Camelot then announced on the 28th they tracked down the winning ticket and is not in subject to review. The winner has remained anonymous, which is the best decision ever, because we don't want to be having Tom, Dick and Harry come up to your door and say, hi, I'm your long-lost
father.
Cousin, father.
No, I am your father.
I am your father. And then you have your dad at the door saying, no, I am your father, give me money. I beg you.
That would be a twist in Star Wars.
And then it'd be like a Jerry Springer show. It'd be Jeremy Kyle.
Like it turns out that Darth Vader hunted Luke just because he needed a fiver.
Yeah.
Hey, you will make Luke. Look, hey, you got
You
six.
what, mate?
Okay, I am your dad.
You will, mate. You got some onion. Got some onion in, mate.
Astra,
You need to
apparently,
do a chav Darth Vader now.
Chef Darth Vader.
Chab Vader.
Chef Vader.
I just read the news on the lotto ticket. Apparently, they found both winners. One was a couple, and the other is the anonymous person that was hard to verify.
Oh,
So
so
that's
you're telling
three
me
winners
that?
then.
So
They
you're.
say it was hard to verify because there was one woman that was all in the papers, had a ticket which she claimed had gone through the wash. The numbers were clear, and yet the barcode, the little numbers underneath the barcode as well, they were not, what's the word? They ruined beyond repair, so to speak. They weren't, they weren't visible, so they couldn't actually trace back using the barcode or the numbers to verify if it was a real ticket or not.
Yeah, sounds like she doctored it. But,
Yeah.
they probably just checked the shop's CCTV
Yeah.
and saw who bought the ticket, because all those ticket machines register exactly the time the tickets were bought. And all you have to do is sync it up with... All you have to do is sync it up with the shop's CCTV. And I don't know about England, but every newsagents I've ever been to in the last 10 years has had CCTV.
Oh yeah, we are the highest CCTV country in the world.
Wait, are you implying that England has a lot of surveillance?
Yes, we're the highest surveillance country in the world.
Yeah.
I
We are
never
that
would have
fucking
guessed.
paranoid.
England has as many cameras and whatnot as Italy has police officers.
I think it's 3 cameras to every person in the country. Last, what I watch a lot of these trash TV, CCTV programs. You know me, I love my trash TV, and
sure.
they said, I don't know how recent that quote is, but 3 cameras to every person. That's like having 3 cameras in my room right now, being surveillance, talking at this moment.
I only have 3 cameras in my room right now.
I've got a
Only?
camera staring right at me, but it doesn't
You
look
scrap,
active.
Panboy.
I have 2 cameras, and both of them are in my pants right now.
I did
my.
expect this.
Well, it's called a smartphone, and I know it's confusing because you live in the second world. I bet your phone doesn't even have a camera in it.
No, I just expected that you would put such thing in your pants.
Yeah, but that's what we do in the West. Are you criticizing my culture? Is that what you're doing?
You don't have a culture, you're white.
Yes, but it's a culture nonetheless.
He has clogs.
That too. We have clogs and windmills and drugs, and electronic dance music.
So, electronic dance or music. You can have both.
No, we actually managed to do it. We have the both. so
Countless years of research went into it, but we finally managed.
So yeah, we got clogs and traditional garb and electronic dance music.
You got cheese as well,
Oh yeah, and cheese. Don't forget cheese.
and wacky backy.
So yeah, so in other words, no one fucking knows who actually won the big prize in the UK.
Oh, there's 2 winners. They found the second winner. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. It's just the case that this one lady has had a fraudulent docked ticket, which she's saying, it might be the winning ticket, and it now has been on the papers saying that she might be prosecuted due to forgery and what's the other one? Well, forgery. That's the main thing.
Yep.
And falsifying documents. That's what I'm looking for. So yeah. You don't. That kind of money, it makes people do all kinds of shit. There's been hundreds of people claiming that, oh, I'm the winning person.
Of course there are. If you have a chance of getting 33 million pounds in your pocket, why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I would, because I know that I
then-
wouldn't get anywhere. I know that I might have the chance of being prosecuted, like that woman who's saying
Yeah, of
that
course, but
this is my
even-
ticket, I might be the winner.
Even if you win it, there's a big chance that in a few years you end up being on the pavement because you can't manage so much.
Sorry.
Never be sorry.
I need to get a drink. Right back.
You do that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine.
So, Astra,
But,
I was saying a thing.
yeah, go on.
Well, I was saying a thing. I finished the thing. I want
you
to. So he.
finished the thing. Oh,
I
that
want to
thing.
hear your reaction.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of money. But I
Yeah,
do agree that a
that's
lot
usually
of
what-
people.
See, Astra, that's what people usually don't know, and then buy like 7 cars and 15 houses, and suddenly they have no money.
No, they have to sell those.
Yes,
things
and
later.
then they start doing drugs, and then they are now on the pavement.
Apparently, there are people from the lottery that help you over the kind of initial shock of it, and then help you finance, not do any stupid things with the money. It's up to you, up to the person to accept it or not. But there have been some people, for one example, been told that a 16-year-old who got the ticket for the first time, 17-year-old got the ticket for the first time, and she won the lottery as a large amount of money, and then 22 lost it all back in doing a part-time whatever job because she had no idea how to manage the money properly. Like I just said, I wouldn't know what to do with that kind of money. I honestly wouldn't.
Well, here's what you do. So for one thing, you try and keep a low profile.
Oh yes.
So don't go ahead and say, hey everyone, I just won 33 million pounds. So you just keep a low profile. Like, okay, cool. So you take a financial advisor and you invest that shit. And here's what I do. So okay, I just want 33 million quid. So of course I buy the necessities, basic necessities. I buy a house, I buy a car, basic stuff.
You make yourself comfortable.
I make myself comfy. So I just make sure that okay, I'm settled. I don't have to worry about mortgage. I have a nice place. Don't have to worry about that. And you'd still be left with plenty of money. So okay, so you're settled. You go to an advisor and you're like, okay, I got all this surplus money and I gotta do something with it because if I don't spend it, I'll be taxed up my ass.
Of course.
Because if you don't, you get like 1 year to spend it, and then all the money that's still, in saving accounts, whatever you do, they charge you up the butt. It's like there's only a small portion that remains untaxed, and the rest is taxed quite a bit. And currently, it's more than what you get for interest too. So even putting it on the savings account won't help you. So what you want to do is invest it and make the money work for you. And if you do it right, you basically get free money each year. You never have to work because you just keep getting free money.
Neat.
Because, you invested millions of pounds into the economy, and it's being invested, and all that investment money becomes more money. But you get it, but it's spread over several years. So.
$33 million pounds. That is a lot of money for the rest of your life. You could just spend $1 million for 30 years. Even
Yep.
that
A lot
would
of
make
money.
me 48. Even then, I would be able to spend it. Well, I probably could. And then after like 5 years, I'll run out of things to spend it on. But I probably do $1 million each year.
Well, here's the thing though. If you get that sort of money and you get into that sort of lifestyle, you keep craving more money because you get into social circles that you get into a whole new league of wealth, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then you'll notice that those 33 million pounds are suddenly not all that much.
Yeah.
So, in other words, you have to be not an idiot and not associate with those people.
No, look, you win the lotto, you buy a house and a car, and then you just sit on the interest for the rest of your life.
That's what I said. Except that you need to invest it because you can't live off interest.
Of course you can.
No, because
you have that much money.
Yeah, but if you have that money, you'll be taxed to the point where you'll be losing money. The tax on savings is currently higher than what you'll get in interest. So you'd actually be losing money.
That doesn't make sense. You can't be taxed you can't be taxed more than you're earning.
But it is on savings. You are being taxed on savings. I'm not sure about your countries, but it is in the Netherlands. I think if you own more than 20k, so you are being taxed on those savings. It's something like, okay, they take 4% of your savings and you are paid the next amount of money over those 4%, something like that.
But then obviously the solution is simple. You buy 30 million's worth of solid gold.
Well, you can do that. And I would even go as far as say that the financial advisor that you hire would suggest something like that. Either invest in gold or in company or whatever. Something that...
No, don't be ridiculous. You don't invest it in gold. You buy solid gold.
Well, that's called investing in gold.
No. Investing in gold is when you go on the stock market, buy gold futures, and then pretend like you have gold.
Yeah.
At any moment, the stock market can make that money disappear. Or someone could suddenly decide gold isn't as valuable anymore.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as when you just straight up buy gold. It doesn't really matter.
It's not actually.
It is, because, okay, so you buy 30 million pounds worth of gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then the value of gold decreases. So there's 33 million pounds of gold that you bought are certainly worth only 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
So you effectively lost 10 million. And the only way you can get back is by, well, gold regaining its value, if you're lucky.
Oh, but see, gold never actually loses its value.
That's...
Except on the stock market, where it sometimes can. But in reality, it doesn't. That's the way the stock market works, and that's why I would never advise anyone buying stock. Because the stock market can just make value vanish. But if
I
you
would advise to buy livestock.
You can actually buy livestock futures, which don't actually exist, which is the problem. See, because you're investing.
Actual livestock, not future livestock. I want the livestock now.
Well, see, those can die. Which is why gold is preferable.
Well, Panboy, they are going to die.
Oh no!
It's my business plan. I'm going to murder them for profit.
Wow, that sounds like a solid business plan.
Yeah.
And anyway, okay.
It's what all the vegetarians are against, you know. Like, we are murdering all these cows to eat and pigs to eat. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but their mere existence is so we can eat them.
And anyway, I think I'm going to touch on my last topic and then
stop touching yourself.
No, I'm not touching myself. I'm touching the stylus, which is touching the screen, which is eerily similar to,
Well,
I'm touching
the phallic symbol, so
exactly. I'm touching Midas right. Oh yeah, selecting that nose.
The Midas stylus.
Anyway, I was just checking on a video. Yeah, check. Funny. On a video of
Check your privilege.
A while back, Philips designed an interesting concept. They introduced a concept of a coffee machine that could grind beans, but not just any beans.
I think that already exists. Like the last 50 years.
But this one's special. Okay, so you have these funnels, these capsules with beans in them, and there's this magical machine.
Are
You
they
can put these,
suppositories?
kinda, except you put them on top. So I guess the coffee machine is just upside down. So you jam up.
You put it in the coffee machine's butt. Okay.
Exactly. So you jam that funnel in there. You jam it in there, like really get in there. You twist it and shit.
I need you to take these seeds, Morty, and jam them far up your ass.
Yeah, far down your ass. Remember that's upside down.
Yeah.
So you jam that funnel in there, and then it will just take it. It will take it all and take those beans, and then it will make coffee depending on the type of beans that's in the funnel. But there's one problem. For one thing, this coffee machine takes a shit ton of maintenance, apparently. Like you have to clean it and shit, and you even have to grease it, and you have to use a special lube. Well, in hindsight, it makes perfect sense why it would take lube.
Oh my.
Oh, lube. So yeah. But here's the thing. So these funnels are not just regular old funnels. They're super expensive funnels, and you can only use funnels made by Philips and Senseo. So someone hacked them. They hack sourced the shit out of it because at first the first thing you think is like, hey, why not just open the funnel and just put in the beans that I want to? But no, they actually made a mechanism to make funnels lock the system, and you can't use the funnel anymore once it runs out of beans.
Well, that's just mean, and I think illegal.
It wasn't illegal, but
No, I think it's illegal here.
well, the thing is that they pretty much hacked it, and now you can just use the funnels. There's some mechanism in the funnel that does lock it out, but you can just circumvent it, and then you have an infinite bean funnel where you can just use regular old beans. But yeah, I was just looking around for coffee machines, and I think I'm going to switch over to the espresso machine. I found this neat little coffee machine that will make me a fresh cup.
I think you should do what the guy did and buy a bunch of laboratory glassware and make your own coffee distilling stand.
No, I'm not going. Oh yeah, that story. I'm not gonna be hardcore like that. I may do that in the future.
He wasn't hardcore. He was just a scientist with a bunch of stuff lying around. Mm-hmm. And he decided, I'm a diabetic, so I should make some coffee that doesn't kill me. Well, and tastes good.
Just barely. Wasn't it like really super powerful to the point where even distilling it with water doesn't...
It didn't change its consistential color at all. I think that's a great coffee.
I must have this coffee.
He sells it, but it's kind of expensive.
I don't even like coffee.
Like $55 for a liter.
That's a bit too much.
That's a pretty expensive and excessive and everything.
Well, you could probably make like 40 cups of coffee from it. Well, no, not cups. Like from 1 cup of that, you could make like 40 cups of normal coffee.
That'd be ridiculous. You would just have to have that 1 cup.
Well,
also, I think I read somewhere that someone of my body mass would be critically poisoned by about 150 cups of coffee. So if I drank 3 cups of his coffee, I would die.
See, Panboy, he said that his first batch was about 140 actual regular cups of coffee in the volume of 5.5 cups of coffee.
So
I think that's pretty close.
5 cups of fatal coffee.
Also, the
I
funny
don't even like coffee.
Also, the funny thing about this funnel system is that that they discontinued it, and now they are selling refillable funnels, like official ones. They're like,
So they're learning from their mistake.
no, they were like, we fucked up, we're discontinuing this product, but we don't completely want to fuck over the customers that actually had a bit of trust in this product, so here you go, here are your refillable funnels.
Well, you see, the thing is, people went to the store and asked the store clerk, how do I put beans in this? And the store clerk said, you can't. And then they said, well, why the fuck would I buy that piece of shit then?
Too.
And then the store clerk says, that's a very valid point. How about a 10% discount?
Also,
And then he got punched. Because
Yeah, I
that's
get
an
punched
insult.
regularly when I say that. Would you like a 10% discount? I get punched all the time.
I would punch you too unless you offered it for free. Because
So,
it's
yeah,
a worthless machine.
So yeah, the Senseo, the Senseo Sarista is a complete commercial failure, and Philips is actively trying to deny its existence. Like, you go to the website and it just doesn't exist anymore. All you can find. Oh.
All cartridge coffee machines are a failure from the get-go.
Except no, except for Senseo Crema, with the coffee pods.
Yeah, that's a failure too.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's an astounding success. It's a household item that you can find in just about any household. The thing that did happen though is that they lost their monopoly on the when coffee pads were still, a monopoly. It was a fairly successful system because you could just make a cup of coffee without having to make an entire pot.
Look, if the pods are proprietary in any way, it's a failure from the get-go.
Well, the funnels were a failure, but the coffee pads, or pods as you call them in the UK, they were fairly successful, and it actually became a household item. But this system with the funnels, it never got off, which is actually kind of a shame, because the concept of having interchangeable pods is actually pretty neat.
Are third parties allowed to make the pads?
Yes, these days they can.
Well, see, there you go. That's not proprietary.
I'm not
As I
going
said,
anywhere.
No, but I was around when they introduced the Senseo Crema in 2001.
Oh god, he's so old.
I'm so old, I can remember things that happened in 2000s. Anyways, so
To be fair, most of the users of the internet today don't remember that because they were born that year.
that's very
Are
true.
these pads the ones that are like little tea bags that you shove into the machine and close it?
Yep.
Yeah, I had one of those. It was a failure.
I think that's just a host.
Do you know why it was a failure?
Tell me why is the failure.
Because I can't buy those pads
failed.
anywhere.
Wait. Okay, so maybe this is a cultural thing. Maybe it's just really successful in the Netherlands because it's a Dutch product.
Yes.
Because almost everyone I know in this country owns a fucking Senseo Crema.
And now my sister has a newer one of those, which doesn't use pads, it uses little pods. See, this is why I was asking you if there were pods or pads. Because there's about 1 million of these different machines. They all use different cartridges, and because of that, they're all a failure. Every single one of them is a failure because they all use different proprietary things, which means you can't just go into the supermarket and buy coffee bags because the supermarkets are not going to stock the different ammunition for 20 different types of machines.
Yeah, so obviously what we need is a coffee machine that does have these funnels, but they are refillable funnels, or some other system that you can just put plain coffee beans in.
Well, yes, they
Like, you
exist.
don't
There's
need-
loads of them. There's
Well-
hundreds of machines exactly like that, and those are good machines because they're not proprietary. They just grind your beans, you press a button, you get coffee.
Yeah, but those don't swap the beans. You can put one type of beans in there, and if you want to try another type of beans, you have to either empty the container or just wait for it to run out and then put in the new beans. That was the only novelty of the Sarista, that you could just take one funnel with one type of beans and swap it out with another one, and you instantly have another flavor of coffee.
Seems like a terrible idea.
It was fucking advanced.
That's not advanced.
It wasn't. I'm just joking. No, but anyway.
What's stopping someone from buying 2 of the big funnels for one of the larger machines and swapping that around?
I don't think there's machines around that where you can swap the funnels, though.
Why not?
Because most just have one container in which you put the beans and then just grinds it. There's no mechanism to swap the containers.
That just seems dumb.
Well, the thing is that I'm actually the birthday's coming up and parents are like, hey, we're giving you money, okay? And then I realized, oh wait a minute, I can actually use this to, go all pro and get a coffee machine that's not in Sensei Crema.
Wait, you got money from parents for that?
With me,
For your
but
birthday?
yeah.
Yeah.
You get things from your parents?
Yeah, I know, right?
I just get abuse.
Yeah. No, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and buy tomorrow or something, and but then I get
Also
some
buy me
compensation.
parents.
I'm afraid I can't buy parents. I'm sorry. Unless parents are a copy of Left 4 Dead, then I already gave you one. But you
Can't you just give me a good game for once?
No.
I talked to a random person on Reddit, and he gave me a key for Bridge Builder, and it's still a better game than you gave me.
Well, then I'm just not going to give you a game ever. So
No, you need to give me a good game, at least twice.
No, I'm not. Because now I
The more
realize.
times you give me a good game. See, Artrix, the more times you give me a good game, the more will I be convinced that you are giving me good games.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that.
I
Because
remembered.
now I just know that you're going to be that you're going to be a chooser and a beggar.
That's true.
Guys,
Just draw
guys.
my OC.
You can resolve this problem. There's a website
can
now
I?
that exists that lets you put in someone's name, and the website will send them positive feelings.
Oh, what's that site called?
Oh, where is it?
I heard about this website actually.
Heart Mob.
Also,
Yes.
I
A
spent.
website you can go to and get anonymous messages from people wishing you good luck.
Yes. The feedback on the site is so great. It made me feel really good.
The greatest thing about it is it's entirely anonymous who's sending you these messages, so there's nothing stopping people from logging up their accounts and responding to any request with negativity.
So what's the site? What's the URL?
No idea. It's called Heart Mob.
I should probably search for that.
You should.
Help people are being harassed. Join Heart Mob community to help document, send reports, and report abuse. Learn more. Sign up. Help on. Is a Artemis is a group that wants to help people. So all I get is like this group that's anti-harassment by.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. That's the entire thing.
Get support. If you're being harassed, you can develop a safety plan, document harassment, and learn to get support. So,
The safety plan is basically people telling you it's going to be alright.
okay.
This is from the people who made the street harassment video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that tells you everything you need to know. You need to know about that. Yeah.
If you walked down the street today and someone said, "Hey, hot
Hey.
stuff," you can go on to Heart Mob and have them also say, "Hey, hot stuff," to you.
Yeah, but this time it's from people you think it's nice to hear that from. You see that it's all about who's saying that. It's not those icky people in low income neighborhoods that say, I didn't say anything. Anyways, I think this is I'm going to call this a wrap. We've been going for close to 2 hours actually. It's going to be a pretty long episode. Of course, Chrome crashes again. I'm not going to go into. We didn't have an episode for about 3 weeks, so this is kind of to make up for it.
So it's like a Radio Rothingham episode plus.
Whose fault is that, Artrix?
Yeah.
Well, it certainly isn't my fault. I blame society. Because that's what everyone's doing these days.
I think you should go on Heart Mob so we can send you positive feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And it's also to live up to our name. Except it wasn't really intentional. Anyways, you've been listening...
You mean to radio or to Rothingham? Which part of the name?
To the name of the least professional podcast of the internet.
That's not the name.
That's our slogan.
Yes, that's not the name.
Yeah. So we're living up to our slogan. Anyways, you've been listening to yet another episode of Radio Rothingham. I think it's
a special episode.
It was a very, very special and depressing episode. So do you guys have any parting words?
Anita Sarkeesian is terrified of butts.
I'm pretty sure she is.
My last words are, I have my car back. I can't wait to crash it again.
Good, George. My last words are, I have no last words because I intend to live for a long, long time. And how about you, Astra?
I'm hungry.
Astra is hungry. Anyway, like the video, you know all the rest. Do all those things that people keep telling you. And see you next week or whenever we decide to do a new episode of Radio Rothingham. And I'm going to do the fade out now and it's going to be glorious or something like that. I don't know.
Yes. It's gonna crash.
I don't know. It stops crashing.
It should crash.
It's being very good at not making any sound right now.
That's great for a sound application.
Exactly. It's doing exactly what I tell it to.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
License slander.